The Cooper Neurology Residency program is a categorical residency, so built over the course of 4 years, including a PGY1 in internal medicine that is done right here at Cooper.
Our residents get hands-on training in all aspects of clinical neurology, including multiple procedures like EMG, EEG, botulinum toxin injections.
We have 6 residents per year. Throughout their residency, they're going to rotate in a variety of both inpatient as well as outpatient rotations. When they are on inpatient, they are rotating with neurohospitalists. All of them are neurovascular trained. And when they rotate in the outpatient, they see a variety of subspecialists in pretty much every single subspecialty available in neurology. We start the year with boot camp, so this is 2 weeks that is fully dedicated to learning.
As a first-year resident, you're going to be doing internal medicine. At the end of the day, you will be a neurologist, and they really do design your education to make sure you benefit.
PGY2 is a heavier year. You're gaining that volume of patients, of like having seen many of those stroke cases.
At the end of the PGY2 year, you feel very comfortable with bread and butter things, how to treat seizures, how to treat things like status epilepticus, how to treat acute strokes.
And then PGY3 and PGY4 is when you flourish, when you have not just that background of having seen the volume of patients, but also you have more time with electives, more time with outpatient clinics.
If you want to be more of an outpatient person, you like doing Botox injections and suboccipital nerve blocks, trigger point injections, certainly you'll have all of those skills. And for the inpatient, if you want to do neurocritical care, if you want to do acute stroke treatment, you have that ability in the neuro ICU to intubate patients, to put in arterial lines, to put in central lines, to deal with really the critically ill patients.
Virtually every single person that knocks at our door does so because they want to practice in an academic center where teaching is a big focus of what they do.
There's a lot of teaching that depends on what we're seeing in the hospital, and that can be talking about the condition, doing the neurological exam at bedside with the residents.
We do a lot of table rounding where we actually get to go through everyone's imaging and you kind of give your own impression first, and they'll walk you through things you missed or different ways to describe it.
One thing that really speaks for the level of interesting teaching and great teaching that is happening is that number of faculty members that we have that have been either awarded by the residents as Teacher of the Year, as well as the number of recipients within our department that have the Golden Apple Award from the medical school.
They actually have a teaching award that gets awarded every year, and it's voted by our medical students. I think this is a really important part of our development as residents and as physicians.
One thing I love about our formal didactics is that it's very focused on engaging the residents and active participation. Some of the things we'll do is board review competitions, neuro games.
We recently have gotten a session of neuropath brain cuttings, which has been extremely cool to go to.
What I love is the diversity of didactic options. So monthly we have neuroimmunology conference where both the inpatient and the outpatient team can come together and share a group of cases.
I don't think there's a single day in my clinic when I'm with a trainee that I'm not taught something, that I'm not reminded of something by them. And that makes my day, you know, it's like beaming with pride of seeing how well and how interested they are.
We have an angiography suite that is located in the emergency department that allows evaluation of these patients in which treatment is extremely time-sensitive. Patients with stroke due to large vessel occlusion that require thrombectomy to be evaluated in a one-stop shop manner. They're being evaluated, imaged, and treated in the same location.
We have a neurointervention suite in the emergency room which is connected to a CAT scan, which has helped us significantly cut down door-to revascularization time. That not only has improved the patient outcome, but also allowed us to lead the stroke care nationwide. And residents do get benefit in terms of leading training in stroke.
Many residents have a research interest, a calling, and we want to encourage that, and we want to offer our residents every opportunity to make the best out of this calling.
I think we have an amazing spectrum of research opportunities that go all the way from clinical research to basic. If you're interested in doing QA, QI projects, we can accommodate that.
We have databases that we're building and are ongoing. We have published in the vicinity of 100 publications as a department per year, which is something I'm very proud of, with publications in the New England Journal of Medicine, Lancet, JAMA.
I'm involved actually in a number of studies with the residents, whether that be brand new studies, prospective studies, that's going through the IRB process.
One of the opportunities that I got to be really involved with was with changing our EEG curriculum, and we're actually turning it into a QI project. We hope to present this at the AAN next year.
I find that the culture here is incredibly collegial. We have a great rapport, not only with each other as residents, but with the attendings.
The people were a lot of the reason I wanted to stay. I knew I got along with the residents. I knew I fit in well with the attendings.
I know that I can rely on my co-residents. If I ever need them for anything, they're the first person to be like, yeah, let me help you. How can I help you?
One of the first things that you'll notice here is that there's a real culture of innovation. The attendings and the leadership here, Dr. Tone, Dr. Patel, they're really interested in listening to our feedback and implementing those changes.
I think the highlights of Dr. Tone's leadership is she is really good at being emotionally aware of other people. Her ability to understand what other people are feeling and almost feel the temperature of a room before other people come into it is really, really good.
I love teaching. It's, the main reason why not just I came to an academic hospital, but also the reason why I ended up becoming the program director. We have meetings with them every month. This is just the formal PD-APD meeting that we have cutely renamed as family meeting.
We are assigned a faculty member when we're a PGY1, and that faculty member sticks with us throughout our residency. I felt my mentor has not only helped me become the neurologist that I am today, but also has really cared about what's going on in my life, making sure, I'm taking care of myself.
It all starts with being on call with our attendings, feeling that sense of, oh, I can call my attending at any time and they're gonna be there for me, just gives you that sense of trust. And I think that that's what is the basis of this camaraderie.
Wellness is the specific formal things that we do that we name wellness. So one of them is every resident at Cooper gets 2 days of wellness. We took those 2 days and we turned that into 2 weeks. So we got an entire rotation and we named that the reading and wellness rotation, and now it's time that they are reminded that, hey, you don't have any clinical duties during those 2 weeks. It's time to focus on reading, focus on, learning, but also might be time to go to your primary care physician, right? Because you also need to take care of yourself.
Wellness clearly has had a really big impact on our residencies. It seems like every 6 months we have a new wellness initiative that's ongoing, which helps with bringing in our new residents. When people have a sense of feeling really fulfilled and well at home, they're able to bring that back to work and feel really motivated and excited to be there.
We can also think about what are some ways that I can try to assure that you're leaving on time, that you're not here beyond the time that you're supposed to be in the hospital, or that if you just went for a stretch of 2 weeks of inpatient, that's always going to be piggybacked by a lighter rotation, that there's more of a balance throughout the year so that even from PGY2, nothing ever feels too overwhelming.
I might be biased, but I think Philadelphia is one of the best cities in the US, and I've been to quite a few cities. We have amazing food, amazing culture, amazing history. Fishtown has excellent pizza.
I live in South Jersey. For me, I have dogs, and so having a backyard was really important, and I was able to find that close to the hospital.
I live in Rittenhouse Square. Every day I walk around and I see people, all types of activities and lifestyles. It's incredibly stimulating environment to be in, and it's very affordable to live there.
I hope that they have become excellent clinicians, not only having the technical knowledge of neurology, but it also means working well with patients.
Our goal for all of our residents at the end of their journey through residency is to be sort of fully fledged in the sense that they are able to operate sort of independently and competently and confidently in a variety of circumstances. Speaking for myself as a graduate of this program and my co-residents and the people that I knew and trained with, that's what we produced then, and I know that that's what we produce now.
I want to make sure that the residents, when they come here, that they have all those opportunities for learning with different subspecialties and having enough time to grow into the confident and well-prepared neurologists that they all do.
Residency is tough. You know, there's hardships, there's challenges. Even if I had a really tough day at work, I know I feel supported from my department, my residents, and I almost think of Cooper as like my second family.
There's mysteries in every patient that we see. We as residents are at the forefront of diagnosing these conditions, comforting the patients and their families, being really their source of hope. It makes you really feel privileged to be in the kind of place where we get to have that experience.
I think that we grew together and we really kind of did this battle together. It didn't feel like I was alone ever.
I don't think that there's any better faculty. We have, Dr. Joven, we have Dr. Olga Tone, Dr. Jesse Tone, Dr. Schumacher, who are constantly working in the latest guidelines.
We really see ourselves as a big family, a family that we want them to continue to belong for the rest of their career.